My name is Weston Mulqueen. It is April 14th, 2023, Weston Mulqueen. So I'm going to take you through the flow chart of the creation and movement of different macromolecules within the cell. So first, I'm just going to describe the different, more general movement of the macromolecule before we look at the three instances that we have presented before us. So if you follow my clicker, you'll see that we're going to start over here at the top left. And so the movement can kind of be broken down into the proteins and lipids because of which endoplasmic reticulum they are kind of started in. And so first we're going to look at proteins. So those are going to start through creation from ribosomes on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And through that creation, they're going to be transported to the endoplasmic reticulum. Now, within the endoplasmic reticulum, folding occurs, and these proteins are packaged into transport vesicles. From there, the vesicles move the proteins into the Golgi apparatus. Now, within the Golgi apparatus, proteins are sorted, tagged, and packaged for the next steps. Now, this next step splits into two parts. They have two options here. They can either leave the Golgi through secretory vessels, and those deposit the contents intracellularly, or what we see is they also leave through the transface of the Golgi through the secretory vessels, and those diffuse into the cell membrane and proceed to the outside of the cell where they work as more of a receptor basis. So that is one function of the protein and that movement. Now if we look at the lipids or the steroids in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is where they're going to start. And from there, that smooth ER is going to transport to the cis face of the Golgi. And from there, those will also be sorted, tagged, and packaged, and they will have the same two options. And from there, they will be, that's kind of the end of that starting movement of the macromolecules. And so steroid hormones, if you see here in the top right, are synthesized in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, usually from cholesterol. They are then modified and folded before being transported into the Golgi. And in the Golgi, they are packed into the secretory vesicles, which then they are transported for exocytosis. And once released into the extracellular space, as you can see this dashed line here, they technically are still within the cell, but in this plasma membrane space. The steroid hormones will bind to cell receptors, more so intracellular receptors within the nucleus, and that regulates gene expression. So that's kind of the end goal for those steroids. For something like insulin, what we're going to be looking at is that protein hormone, and that's going to be taking this whole path through the rough ER, and we're going to go all the way down here, if you follow this dotted line, through the Golgi. And after the Golgi, they're also going to be packed into those vesicles, and they're transported. And once they release that extracellular space, the protein hormones bind to target cell receptors, which are located in that plasma and cell membrane. Cytoskeleton proteins, if you look up here, the cytoskeletal macromolecule will take pretty much the same trajectory, but it will also lead to the intracellular, where they contribute to the cell's structural integrity and play a role in cell division and intracellular movement. Thank you.